More at the mercy at the top 10 cards of your deck than any of the other aggro decks. Yeah, I also just think Sultai is really good. I played in RPTQ and went 4-2, but I got nut drawn by blue twice. What's up, yo, Soy Easy? We're starting with Sultai. So I'm basically going to go in order of the popularity of decks, I think. Alright. Opponent gets to go first. Well, this is an awkward hand, but I don't think you're allowed to mulligan it when you play Sultai. Yo, what's up, NASCAR father? Yeah, I actually think the blue versus Sultai matchup is not that lopsided, frankly, but... you're welcome. Obviously, would you rather be playing Pro Tour Cleveland? Sorry, Mythic Championship Cleveland, but, you know. You can't always get what you want. That's an interesting inclusion. I have seen lists that have played that card. I don't think you really want to be there, but, you know, people do whatever they want. Have you been playing mono red? Oh no, mono blue. Mono blue versus Nexus, yes, that is an uphill battle, but it's not completely unwinnable. Just not great. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. So our mana's not sorted out. We don't have a second black. Still don't have a second black. So, you know, this is not great, Jim. Yeah. So, at the beginning I said my belief is that the top 5 decks are Sultai, Mono Blue, Mono White, Blue Green Nexus, and after that, I don't know what number 5 is, but I took the Twitch Rivals White-Green deck that won the tournament yesterday. And I think it's reasonable. I'm not sure that's, like, insane or anything, but I think it's definitely a reasonable deck. There goes one blue source. So, is that my Llanowar Elf? Yes, owner JKYU. Okay. So... no, that sucks. Alright. Guess I'm going to find back well, alright. Here's what I should actually do. Attack with both of these. I'm probably finding back Jadelight and Wildgrowth and casting Jadelight because I really need a blue-black source, I think. It kind of sucks we have to give up our Explore, but I think it's just correct to do this. Nah, no thanks. Maybe we can win the damage race? I don't love straight mono red, frankly speaking. I think it's a little bit underpowered, but I know there's some good things going for it. All right. Still have... let's see, 4, 8, 11, minus 2. I have 9 blue sources left in my deck. Oh, there's one of them. Okay. So, I think their plan is to adapt that. So I'm just going to kill it, I think. Oh, why did I play that untapped? Shouldn't have done that. Okay. But anyways, I don't think that's going to be a lethal mistake. I do want to kill the Druid because it looks like they're powering up for a big Krasis. And also I get to swing with a lot. Kunio's red deck has been sick on the ladder for you. Yeah, I don't think red is great versus Sultai, frankly speaking. Yeah, I think that's kind of a good deck, actually. Take action. Good, I still have forests left. One thing to note is I have 0 Memorial in my deck. I don't see wanting to register that card in a 3-color deck. when I want my lands to be untapped. Frankly speaking. I just think the straight red deck is not that good. That's the problem. When you're monocolor deck, you do give up a lot of power. How many Fine Finality are gone? 1, 2. To hit the third, it's pretty bad for me. That is maniacal. I do not think that is a good idea for them to do, as you can see about what's to happen. Well, I called it maniacal, but same difference, right? I believe they're supposed to just take the damage and try to draw Fine Finality, but... Spoiler, do not hostage take a Chup unless you're confident it's not going to die. Like, if I'm Hellbent, maybe that's defensible, but I think that play... I don't know, it was something alright. Really just... Yo, what's up, Chantel? Beating up Plat players. Well... I'm also Plat. Like, we're the same rank. Is this a diamond or a Plat? I don't remember. Frankly, I have no idea what is what. Okay, you're Dubs. Attack with all my creatures. You block there, take over lethal. Yeah, I don't really place much merit in the whole ladder system, mostly because it's a function of how much you play. Like, I think... I guess it's going to sound arrogant, but I think I'm definitely as good, if not better, than most of the people on that ladder. Obviously, I'm going to say most, because the answer is not all, but what else did I not like? Wildgrowth Walker is, like, just not very good. It doesn't generate any value. Stroke is good. That's what I was doing. And honestly, like... I don't like Assassin's Trophy, even though it's a catch-all. I don't really love Chup. I mean, Hostage Shaker and Chup are the same, except if you get to Hostage Shake a Krasis, there's a lot more upside. Although the thing that happened last game where you Hostage Shake one of their FTKs and they just, like, kill it, that's not great. I still think I'm going to side out one Chup. I don't know if that sounds crazy. It's a Chup or a Vraska Golgari Queen, but I actually like this card. Also, the card I've been super unimpressed with is actually Incubation Druid, even though when the set first came out, I thought the card was going to be broken. Then it turned out it wasn't, so maybe I just didn't know what I was talking about. Anyways, I'm going to leave the Vraska in, but I could see what you're saying. Yeah, it's kind of like a wash which 4-drop you cut, but I'm gonna do this. Yo, what's up, Spank? Congrats to Spanky who requalified at his RPTQ. Hand's pretty good. You're not allowed to mulligan these hands either. Yeah, Spanky is fire. Yeah, I never know anything, Scott. You know that about me. Dude, you used to love Modern. Look, I've played Fires of Yavimaya before. Turn 2 Birthing Pod is way better than Turn 2 Thief of Sanity. Ooh, that's an interesting inclusion. It's true, you can't play, if I had known that was going to happen, I would have actually played Tomb first, and then I could cast down, play plus a tapped land, so maybe that was a semi-punt. I guess I can just kill their creature and attack for 1. Juice's List. Yeah, I've played Thought Erasure before. I don't think it's great. But, like, Also, the most of the Sultai decks are just like a few cards within each other. Alright. Gotta say go. Ah, that was a mistake then. I should probably just do everything right and then not complain whatsoever. Well, Spank, we were both GP winners at one point, so I'll take it. What? I haven't seen this card in forever. I actually haven't seen this card in forever. What's there? How ambitious is it to find back Thief and Branchwalker and try to block? It's sort of ambitious, but I kind of think the other play is not very good. Of Vivien there and then let Deathgorge kill my Vivien. That does not seem great. So I'm going to go for the slightly greedy play. One thing that can actually happen is they try to kill my thing. If they just kill my Thief and then attack me, I can always Finality to get a clear board. And then try to grind value from Vivien. Oh, this is perfect. This actually is kind of perfect. Because I'm going to cast Finality. And then get my Thief back. And then they'll have to do something about it. Otherwise it will kind of run away with the game, I think. Nah, it couldn't have worked out better. I treat Hostage Taker as like an 1,000,000 drop in the mirrors. Sure. Yeah, I get my Hostage Taker in the yard too, which is pretty nice. It's actually, I think... Okay, well... Didn't love that. 3 OS? Damn. That's not 3 OS. I think I'm supposed to just Vivien and start getting the value.
And you can't stop nature.
Alright. I think I'm just going to take a Krasis. So, at this PT, I expect a ton of this card. But I would expect it to be slightly better used than my opponent has used it. You really, really, really have to wait a long time to use this card, in my opinion. I think I'm just going to minus on the Thief, play Branchwalker, leaving up blue in the... I'm going to play both Branchwalkers, hope to hit a land, and leave up blue. Alright, well... I'm going to try to not take damage from my lands. But the longer you wait with Krasis, the better it gets as well. Do I want to draw a Jadelight? I think I can do better. But I am going to take 2 life here. It's sort of transparent what's going on, but that's okay. I think just getting the tempo with this stroke is so good that you can't afford not to do it. I also want to use all my mana the next few turns, so I think this is just phenomenal for me. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm going to see if I can... Okay, well, I guess I'm going to take a land and just max out my Krasis for 5. +5 conveniently is a nice button for that. No attacks. Basically, just want to elongate the game because I think they have less lands and about an equal number of cards. So I'm actually pretty heavily favored. Funnily, it's not really that great here. I mean, I guess it's fine. Yeah, this is fine. What's under the hostage taker? Nothing? It would show up like right here, right? Yeah, maybe. I don't like using the oh, I guess I could have done that. Maybe you're right, A. Collins, MTG. Actually, yeah, you know what? That's probably a better play, all things considering. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could Krasis for 4. Or I could just Vraska minus on that and leave up Contempt. I feel like I'm just going to do that. Or I could Vraska, kill that, Contempt Hostage Taker, kill that. That actually is probably the best play. Can I do this without contempting that? Well, I could, except they get a queen attack on my Vraska, so I'd rather just kill everything off. We're so far ahead on board that I can't really fathom losing now. What would a comeback look like from here? I guess is the question. I mostly made that play because I think clearing all their stuff with a board state like this is almost unbeatable for them. But thinking about how I could lose is probably what I should be doing here. Well, I don't think that's good enough. Yeah, Vivien is just... I guess that's a start, but it's still like... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could wait 2 Krasis for 9. But... Or,
One knows the wilds like I do.
I'm just gonna take that. What was I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4... Krasis for 8, rather, is what I meant to say. I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna do this. Yo, Curious Bob, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's one thing I hate about these Sultai mirrors, Dover guy. It feels like these situations are impossible to come back from. I'm just gonna plus and not sacrifice a land because the lands are valuable for the Krasis anyways. I think the way they could actually win is by like playing 3 blue sources in a row and casting like mass manipulation. That's what I actually think would be the out. But I think I'm going to kill them before that happens, so probably not. Also, I probably should have just cast the Krasis for 6. It's just such a fast clock. Flash Engine Cataxius. Well, that card's not legal in this format, so it would be difficult. Ooh, there's Carnage T. Good old Carnage T. I think I'll start out with Vivien.
Balance comes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, but I just feel like the ways they come back involve us like not being able to cast multiple spells in a turn. A. Collins. That's my reasoning anyways. By preserving all of our lands, we'll have the ability to cast like 2 to 3 spells per turn. I didn't like very clearly enunciate that, but that was the thought that was going through my head. Like, basically I don't think our limit is cards that we draw. I think our limit is mana sources, essentially. Ooh, rank up. Alright, so that was first match with Sultai. We got 2 more to go with the Sultai deck. Oh wait, for what it's worth, this is very close to the list I played in the RPTQ. I played an Incubation Druid over the 4th Wildgrowth Walker in my main deck. Kind of wish I just played the 4 Wildgrowth Walkers, so that's why I'm at where I am. Then you're going to see a lot of Kraul Harpooners. Alright, this is a snap keep. Again, we're missing blue-black, but I mean, you can't really mulligan this hand, I think, especially on the play. Another Sultai Mirror. Okay. I'm gonna just play Jadelight, digging for lands. Graveyard. Oh, that is bad. Alright, well, I have to bin all of those. Alright, Black Source. I'm just going to look for the blue-black land. I'm going to give up the Wildgrowth Walker because... Alright, nice. I think here I'm just going to kill the elf. I think cutting them off of mana is much better than killing their Wildgrowth because that thing's going to be killed by Vraska next turn. I think this might be a game where I can like actually try to aggro them. That's actually pretty rare in mirrors, but I had a 6 start. What's up, Mark Dash? Don't love that, but that's okay. How do I want to proceed? I think... Alright, I'm going to offer the trade with Branchwalker. Alright, now I'm going to plus sacrificing the Branchwalker. I don't think aggroing them out is actually going to happen. Alright, that was good. Now we'll just play the Vivien. If I were platform only cared about hitting Mythic, I would play the fastest decks. I would play mono blue and probably mono white. Do I want Watery Grave or Krasis? Probably Krasis because, well, actually, probably Watery Grave and just try to aggro them with this Carnage Tyrant. Also note, like, we have double Planeswalker in the attrition war again, so this is just great. Okay, that's fine. I think they're going to have a lot of issues beating this, semi-punished, but I think my play is still defensible. I actually am going to sacrifice a land this time, mostly because I'm low in game. I should have actually floated a mana, sacked the land, and then decided what to do. That's what I normally do, I just forgot to do it this time. Oh well. Well, Finality was a good draw there. It means I can, like, basically run the stupid combo of killing them pretty easily. I'm drawing a lot of Wildgrowth Walkers. They're not even that bad anymore. I could go Wildgrowth, find back both my Explore creatures. It's probably correct. Yeah, that looks right to me. Note they can't cast Finality next turn. Yeah. I think it is the correct play. It would have ended up being the correct play most, like 99.9% of the time, but it is key to point out that that was a mistake. Yeah, the flavor text on this card is great. Sun Empire commanders are well versed in advanced martial strategy. Still, the correct maneuver is to deploy the Giant Implacable Death Wizard. What was I doing? Oh yeah, these are not great. is also not great. Inside and 2 strokes. But I would expect to see this package of counters, the 4 of, mostly because of Nexus and Esper. And the reason Stroke is nice is it covers Biogenic Ooze from Nexus as well. That's just my opinion, of course. Alright. Not allowed to mulligan this hand either, really. I think doing this is... I don't like this. I think that is not good. Let me try to explain why I think it's not good. I think the games go kind of long, so having something conditionally good like that is not great. Yep, I do that versus blue as well, actually, for what it's worth. So here the question is, do I want to deploy a Krasis for 2 or not? I think I'm going to, mostly because I want to have a board. For the Vivien next turn. Themuz97, thanks for the follow. What's the new mulligan rule? Smurf729. Haven't heard about it yet. That's an interesting play. I'm not sacrificing. Mold a 7 each time? Is the format going to be modern for that? Holy moly, I don't know if that's a good idea. Each time you mull, you draw 7 cards. Then when you keep, you put a card in the bottom for each mull. This seems like really not a good idea, especially for modern.
I've lost so much. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Do I want Thief or Land? Seems totally fine for Dish Dredge. I have a feeling that rule is not going to last, if I had to guess. I think I'm going to just take the Tomb and try to alleviate variance. Yeah, Tron seems like, I don't know, any deck that's critical mass or is looking for specific cards. Sorry, not critical mass. Any synergy deck that's looking for specific cards, it seems incredible. Alright. I'll just take the Krasis and start chaining Krasis. Yeah, I meant specific card decks. Tron is a good example of that. Am I going to get to Emblem? The Emblem's still unbeatable in the mirrors, I think. Ad nausea. X plus Y, yep. Just imagine Sneak and Show with that mulligan roll. Would be pretty sick. Okay, that... I don't know. That didn't make any sense, really.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Yeah. Yeah, your baby KCI would have been great, Austin, right? I don't know what happened. Oh... This is why I question people who only tested on this client for this PT. Also, the fact that draft isn't really real on this PT, I think, is not the best either. Oh, I hear you, fam. I have some Chinese KCIs on the floor behind me. All right, we're 2-0. You know what? We're gonna open a pack. just to see what would have been in there. Alright, I would have first picked this gold wild card out of the pack in draft. Alright, my actual first pick would have been, I guess, Flames. I would have first picked Flames, assuming the rest of the pack was just not good. Uncommon, uncommon. So there would have been another uncommon. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would take Flames over Skewer, I think. Flames is just so dumb versus Orzhov. And if you take it early enough, you can have enough four power creatures. Alright, we're going to go to match number 3. Yes, I would take the Flames over Skewer, pack 1, pick 1. I was down on the card for a bit, then I went back up on it. That's why I did not answer your question. Man, another turn 1 Llanowar Elves. 3 matches in a row. Just think about it. 3 matches in a row I've had turn 1 Llanowar Elves. That's how you win with Sultai. I'm slightly joking, but I'm not super joking. Because, I don't know. Alright. Playing against XX Blue Dragon XX. Do you think our opponent's playing mono blue? Nope, mono red. Alright, there goes my elf. Okay. I'm not going to block. Instead, I'm going to get to use the mana. That was, like, kind of baffling, actually. Okay. Flames is also actually very good in like 3 to 5 color like slow decks as well. So here's the real question: do I cast down this Firebrand? What do y'all think? How maniacal is that to protect my elf? Because the problem with doing that is if I just get Chain Rollered, it's not even very good for me to do that. But I sort of actually, the other thing is, they didn't kill my elf on turns 1 or 2 with the Firebrand, so I think they have a Chain Roller. So I'm not going to. Like, think about it. They did not kill my elf on turns 1 or 2. So the likelihood of them having Chain Roller is actually higher, I think. Does that logic make sense? Okay, well... I will happily take that exchange, considering my hand. Oh, sucks. I'm just going to play the Krasis for 2. I think just developing makes sense. That's not good. Okay, well, you can keep killing my things. I'll take the damage. Alright, that's good to see. Ooh, that was actually probably one of the better draws in my deck. I'm actually gonna leave that on top. I don't know how this elf is still alive. They were supposed to actually shock it. Or Firebrand it. Yeah, we ended the game with the elf in play. What do I not like? This is kind of a stinker. This is not very good. Blood Raid Elf I am not, unfortunately. I bricked at GP Providence, where Cuneo finished 8th ahead of me. I bricked in the Magic Online RPTQ, where top 12 qualified, I got 13th on Breakers. actually reconsidering Carnage Tyrant. Brontodon is good. Alright. Just for Dark Knight, I know what you're referring to. My opponent said okay after I played the spell. But if you want to keep ranting in the channel, I'm just going to block you or kick you out. Or we could have a reasonable discussion. It's your choice. In any case, reconsidering these fine finalities, the Vraska or Vivien Reid. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of fine. I'm going to take one of these out for Carnage Tyrant. At certain points I've sided out Llanowar Elves, but I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. I don't like, one sec. Well, Matt, I don't actually like siding out Vivien versus them because they love to load up on frenzies. I wonder if this is better than an average 6+ scry. $23 out of 53. It's approximately 40. So it's 40% plus 24%. So it's like 64%. Alright, I actually am going to keep. You're about 64%. This hand is great since you know your elf is going to live. I think it's about equal odds. Aaron Jaeger, 19. Alright, well, that was good. Just gonna play a tapped land, say go. This is great. I don't even know what F76 is, frankly. Yeah, that's fine. If I draw a land, we're in really good shape. Fallout 76. Alright, I'm actually going to play this. Hitting my lands is so important that I'm going to just give up the value. Don't want that. Oh, Fallout 76. It's funny because I live near Bethesda. But I just don't play their games whatsoever. My opponent really, really, really loves to go for the nug. Chainruler would actually be kind of good here, but it wouldn't even be the end of the world, it just would be good. $14. I think Artifact is a good game, but also it suffers from a lot of over-complexity issues, is my guess. Exactly. It's exactly how A. Collins put it. To me, Artifact is like the equivalent of like a super complicated Euro board game. Okay. I always get confused by this. In case they can only shock one, so I'm just going to do this. Make them use a shock on one of my creatures. Probably this one. Or not. Oh, Downmuse 97. Thanks. You know, Spanky, I hope you get there, friend. I decided not to pursue that grind, but I respect the fact that you are trying, and I really do hope you get there. All right, I can afford the 2 life, which is probably not good for my opponent if I'm saying that. But I'm firmly in the driver's seat. Well, Spanky, I don't have an ego. I'm just going to admit you're better than I am. There's an 18+ barrier to that game? Huh.
You can't stop nature.
Alright. I'm just going to attack. I'm so far ahead that I can actually afford to start getting damage. That sucks, Austin. Where is it attacking? Me? Alright. No blocks. I wasn't going to block anyways, but that's probably pretty good. 1, 2, 5, 6. I'll just take Chup. How dead is my opponent on a scale of 1 to dead? My answer is like ultra mega dead. It's probably a gambling law or something like that. I don't know. Alright.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
What's in my graveyard? Alright. Probably supposed to take this Wildgrowth Walker. I can Wild Growth plus find back 2 explore creatures, play them both. Or I could do this, actually. That's probably pretty good. No, where's my opponent going? No! Alright, well. Okay. Just for that, we're going to open another pack. We were not gaining life. Gaining life. Ooh, a Kaya. Okay. So, to continue the variety, we're going to switch decks now. I need to switch it on the extension real quick, but we're going to go with blue now. We finished 3-0 with Thingamabob, Sultai. But I want to see if we can just keep it up. All right. Let me. All right, Hain, mono blue. Advanced. Can someone tell me if Cardboard Live updated it successfully? Oh yeah, Sultai is a pretty good deck.